Welcome. It's week 29 of the Hillside Heart Prompts. This week's prompts are Travel, contributed by Selena Stevens, 5265, and Broken, contributed by Inspire Creativity, V1Z. Choose my page. For Broken, I'm going to use this concept that I used one of my very first junk journals in 2022. This was the journal for Defemember, and this is a piece of paper that I sewed around and I broke apart the pages to show the number 8. I'm going to do the same thing. Random scraps, it's hard to believe I keep these things, but I have them and I'm going to use them. Broken off pieces of masterboard. I have some, this is raspberry juice that I sopped up. I'm going to use that for some color. This is already broken pieces of paper. This was tiny scraps that I made into some cookie paper. And I have some travel images because of my travels and the brochures that I received. Start with that. Here's a classic travel picture of an airplane. The first thing that came to my mind when I did see the word broken was the page that I showed you with the broken, torn up paper. And it can be fabric, it can be anything, just to reveal what was on the other side. So here's some more images of travel, and I'll keep them to the side. A cruise ship, which is what we really love to do. And we have traveled so many ways. We've traveled by land, by air, by boat, in a car, in our kayaks, camping adventures, and on our motorcycles. I'm going to use these. And I have had comments on, not covering up all my cookie paper. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll trim this off. To solve my dilemma about not hiding all of this and really incorporating the paper, I will use the other side. Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, I'm going to do that. I love it when we can switch gears. And then I'm going to see how this will work out. I think I want to round the edges on this. I don't know why. Broken. This is also a broken little piece of certificate or paper. And this is this a sticker? I don't even know what this is. No, it's not. But this would be fun this would be a good reveal in here, like a broken window, broken mirror. Yeah, that would be fun. I'm going to start gluing some things down. Just going to go with the flow. Some corners would be nice because this is travel pictures. Oh, but I'm still going to put a little bit of glue. And I have used some of my photos from our travels in different spreads. This can overlap a little bit. I'm going to work on this one. This has a bit of tape on here. Oh, let's break that off a little bit. That can go down here. Broken. I'm gonna slice that Broken has so many meanings. Broken promises, broken things that we love. And reveal this broken window. Let's improvise together. I hope you are in a creative space or getting some ideas. Roll this up a little bit. And I think I will go to the sewing machine for this. And what I also love is that, oh, there's so many meanings here. Okay. I'm going to put my Kleenex, my berry dyed Kleenex on under here. But right now I want to work on this, and I'm going to use my broken and leftover masterboard graffiti. I'm going to make some corners this way. And they're all going to be different sizes. They're all going to look very different. And I am probably putting these faux photo corners on the wrong way. But that's okay. It makes it even more arty. The other thing I was thinking is, how does travel and broken fit in? You could do it together. I'm using broken pieces to mount my travel photos. I don't really want to think of broken travel because unless there's a cancellation, that would be broken. Could be a broken photo too. That would be a fun one. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just do a little, oh, maybe I will tear it. Just give it a little tear. And then I'll age it. Maybe just like this. Crunch up these some of these edges too. Make it look a little older. Broken photo. That's a good way to represent that. I have a very light application of glue because it's wet glue. Put this a little more crooked. Like that. And I did put a little bit of glue just on this edge here. I just came back from the sewing machine. I sewed it on this way, but then I flipped it around because I had some edges hanging out. And I think I'm going to use this side because this is the look that I'm really after, and my black threads in the bobbin. The other thing that's under here, it says, and one day she discovered that she was fierce. And then there's something else. So I'm going to use this. And the other thing that made me really like that is I just did a car art. We were visiting and I have this lady, this girl. So I'm going to put her right there. And I have a quote that has broken on it. You're not broken, you're breaking through, which she's breaking through. I'm going to use that. And then same with this. This is just part of the travel. We're breaking through, we're travel. And as I'm folding this piece of paper, this is a random scrap. I'm folding it over because it's going to become the little holder for my hearts. They fit in here. I'm going to sew around, and then that I didn't glue this all the way down. I discovered that I can put this behind here, and that can be my tuck spot. So that's going to be the holder for the hearts. And I'm also going to write on here, I'll probably put something on the broken pieces of paper, the scraps, but there's a story that I have developing in my mind. It's week 29. This week's prompts, broken and travel. I used some travel pictures from my brochures and used those in this. On this side, I was going to just do one side, and then I thought I'm going to open up the possibilities. Use some broken scraps of masterboard graffiti paper and added some journaling here. I made this from a scrap piece of paper for my little pocket to put my hearts in. Also from that scrappy piece of brochure, I added these beautiful palm trees. That's a travel destination for a lot of people if you don't live there. And then I used the cookie paper, my broken, scrappy, glued on paper, to be my spark, my jumping off point. And then I added another broken piece of paper up here, used this scrappy piece of packaging, put some of my raspberry stained Kleenex or paper towel on here, and then I broke the center of it, added my car art, my little girl. I made this into a tuck spot, but the whole thing also this sparked breaking through, not broken, a quote, a saying, and then I went ahead and I expanded on that, and I put, I may be weak, but not broken. I may be discouraged, but not broken. I may be torn, but not broken. I may be deceived, but not broken. All these work out to be, I'm not broken, I'm breaking through. And that just came to my heart. I put that on. And then I also have a little story that this girl, she's in this little window here on the cruise ship, and she's traveling, she's breaking through, she's traveling somewhere where she can either continue her wonderful life or start over again. We don't know the whole story. I thought that was pretty fun. A fun way to keep my hearts. And I think it showcases everything. It really brought to my heart some thoughts and more ideas. I hope you're inspired and sparked to use your scraps. Try something fun and different with prompts. There are no rules and there is no perfection. Always stay adventurous and be fresh. I'll see you really soon.